Starting this at 2:17 in the morning. It's a good time for completions, it seems, and new beginnings. I'm in my youngest daughter's room because she decided she wanted to crash out in my bed. So the lighting kind of sucks a little bit in here, but you're not here for me. So what I pulled on this beforehand was, or saw, was the Two of Pentacles. And in this deck, this is the before deck. We're doing a before, current, after. This is probably going to be a 3-part thing. This is the before deck, and it was the Two of Pentacles. So it's like reaching out, like the decision is just out of reach. It's like a position in life where you didn't feel like you had any control or say or anything in which way your life was going. It's like if you had a partner, this partner was the one who was managing all the finances and everything that had to do with your monies and where you lived and what kind of place, like just everything about your external world was controlled by somebody else. So this is past energy. You were not able to like see a future with this person. It's like in the very beginning where you might have, because it was like all your own fantasy in your own head, it very quickly got to a point where there was this distance between the two of you, and you guys weren't on the same page. You were, whereas one was able to look into the future to a point, it's like it got to the point where you were looking at the future and what ways your life could go, and the other person was not like included in those plans, you know. And that's when I think you realize like things weren't right. Things were starting to go downhill, you know. This is something that you saw a long time ago coming. So there was this sense of they came in wanting to take care of you and promising all these things, and maybe in the beginning they did, and it seemed like they were happy to be in that position just as you were very happy to take care of them, right? They very quickly started resenting it and pulling back their generosity and their love and their attention, and you're like, instead of chasing after them, you decided to go involve yourself in all these other things to try to like not fill the void, but basically in a way fill the void. Like you weren't out there chasing other individuals to fill the void. You were doing very productive things to find self-fulfillment. None of those things revolved around like romantic fulfillment, though. It was all things to make you feel better about coping with the unhappiness of what you were actually seeing was the truth, you know, or feeling was the truth, but maybe like we're just coming to the understandings of it, but not ready to do anything about it yet. Speaking of that, The Tower in reverse, not ready to do anything about it yet. Three of Pentacles and the Tower in reverse. It's like there was always this promise of working together to build a future. There was always this promise of something better to come. But those were just empty. It was just like one person seemed to be like in the clouds in fantasy. They didn't have the ability to lead or be a head of household or whatever you want to call it. They weren't like willing to collaborate, you know? They were like wanting to be the leader, but they were a shitty leader, so they just led everyone to like go in circles and get lost and lose themselves, you know? Because I feel like this isn't a thing where it was just like the head of the household affected the partner. It also affected the children too. What should have been a crowning moment for this man, this male energy, the one who has a history of fucking up and leading people in circles and astray with everyone in their past, not just this situation. This is a repeated pattern. This is like someone who's lived their life refusing to step up into like what it takes to actually be a man or a masculine energy, a divine one, like one that's a high value. They've avoided it and distracted themselves the whole time. This is their whole pattern. This is before. This very well whole story could be like whatever even went down in their life before. But it's like, again, that saying history repeats itself. It's because people will continue to do the same pattern of behavior and the same lesson repeating. So regardless if this is your story with them, you might even notice that their past history is repeated same shit stories of this. And they've never learned. You're not the magic one to make them change. There's no magic person out there that's going to make someone like boop. The whole, it's reminding me of Beauty and the Beast, where instead of the beast, it's like it's like the reverse, you know? What you thought you had was the prince the whole time, but it actually was the beast in disguise as a prince. And you got to see the true colors. I mean, we haven't gotten to the point of you seeing the true colors yet. This is still the before story, but that's just what I'm getting in my head. Now, with the Eight of Swords, you've literally been led to your mental anguish. This person has a history of leading many women to their demise. Leading them astray, making them feel lost, making them feel powerless because they get off on that shit. Let's see what's happening currently now with this Fulio. I'll catch you in the next one.